Hello, and welcome to Planetside 2, the best free-to-play game out there. If you're brand new to Planetside 2, then this video will help you start having fun straight away. The first thing you're going to want to do is create a new character. It doesn't really matter which faction you choose, so I'll pick the red guys. The next thing you need to do is select a server. Always select the server that has the lowest ping. You can select one of 4 faces, each representing a different ethnic group. And you can also select your gender. Don't worry too much about the limited character customization options. The real customization options are in the form of helmets, body armor, and camos. Now, select a name. If you're finding it hard to come up with a name that hasn't been taken yet, do not give up and choose something that you will regret later, because you cannot change your character's name in any way. You can always delete that character and make a new one, but you will lose all your progress, so make sure you pick something that you can live with. Once you're happy with your character, create it, and follow the in-game tutorial that will walk you through some of the basic concepts in the game. We'll catch up with you when you're done. Okay, great. You made it to the end of the tutorial. Interact with the globe terminal and select a continent to go to. Now, we have the option to go to either Hossen or Inda, and you generally want to select the continent that has the more even population spread. So we'll select Hossen. Once you load into a continent, you will spawn at your faction's warp gate. Each faction has one, and it acts as a safe zone or hub area for your faction. But you don't want to be here. You want to be out in the world shooting the enemy and having fun. So with each continent being so large, how do you find the fun? Well, if you hit your M key, it will bring up the map. You can zoom out to see the whole map by using your mouse wheel. Unfortunately, the default map view doesn't really tell a new player where the fun is. Luckily, this button here, in the top right of your screen that is labeled filters, allows you to filter the information that's displayed on your map to suit your needs. When you press it, you get a little pop-out menu that has some options. What you want to do is uncheck the box that says Territory Control, and then under the Heat Maps drop-down menu, you want to select Ally Activity. Now the map displays valuable info for a new player. The brighter the green color is, the more allied players are in that territory. You can also see in the bottom right hand side of your screen that as you pass over each territory, there's a little pop-out window that gives you additional information about that territory. You want to select a territory that has relatively even population, and as a new player, your best bet is to aim for population that is slightly in your favor. So this looks like a relatively decent fight here at Root House Distillery. So you found a good fight, but how do you get there? The first thing that you want to do is right-click on the territory you want, and you select Set Personal Waypoint. This puts a waypoint on your map, but more importantly, when you close your map by hitting M or Escape, you can see it also puts a waypoint on your HUD over there, which allows you to see which way you need to go. You could simply run in that direction, but this is never the best option. So how do you get there? In your warp gate, there will be a terminal with an aircraft icon above it. So run to one of these aircraft terminals. You interact with one of these aircraft terminals and you select the Valkyrie. This is a cheap infantry logistics aircraft, so spawn one. Now I'll run through some very basic flight controls. First you have the spacebar. When you hold it down, you apply vertical thrust to your vehicle, which is good for gaining altitude. Next you have the A and D keys, which are used to yaw the aircraft, and lastly you have the W key, which accelerates your aircraft forward and allows you to start moving. Simply by using these 4 keys, you can fly towards your waypoint. As you approach your waypoint, you want to look at your minimap in the bottom left-hand side of your screen and make sure that you pass directly over the top of your waypoint. When you get directly over the top of your waypoint, you want to hit the E key on your keyboard to eject over your waypoint. Now, because we chose the Valkyrie, we shouldn't take any fall damage. So now we're at a fight that has some friendlies at it, has some enemies at it, should be a decent fight. You can look at your minimap in the bottom left-hand side of your screen, and any little dot that is the same color as you or your faction is friendly, and any dot that is a different color is an enemy. So hopefully you'll have some fun at this fight. But what do you do when this fight ends? Well, to find out, you'll have to watch the next episode where we cover Battleflow.